Hello everyone, happy Halloween. How exciting. I feel like I've never been a super big Halloween person, but anyway, hope you are enjoying the day if you are out. And when you join, please say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm in LA right now, but I'm super excited because I just booked my travel. So for like the holidays, so I'm going a bunch of places, which is going to be so good to be on planes again and traveling again. So I'm super excited about this. And if you don't know, I'm in the middle of a 31-day live series. This is the last day. I cannot believe it. It's been 31 days with all of you guys. I'm going to actually will miss showing up. There's been some of you who have been like consistently showing up on this. I know like Josh has, I know we have a couple Starseed people that have. We had there's a few of you that have like really shown up, so I'll miss like being able to see you guys daily. But anyway, for those of you who don't know me, like I said, my name is Colleen Gallagher. I'm just super passionate about empowering people to live an absolutely incredible life. This became a very deep passion of mine because I had cancer at age 14, and I saw a lot of people pass away from cancer or disease, and they didn't really get to fully live their life. And so from a really young age, at age, like I said, 14, it made it my purpose to help other people find their purpose and believe that they can live it. And so I'm on my third book. I'm releasing it. It's shipping before the end of the year. You can buy it in this beautiful package that I have that will house like the book and a note and all these beautiful things. But for the launch of it, I wanted to do 31 ways that I broke my heart, or 31 ways that I've overcome it. Because I think it's very easy to look at me on social media, as I've been in the realm for like 2.5 years, maybe a little bit less, a little bit more, and think that my life is always easy, or it's always positive, or it's always joyous. But my life really wasn't that way. Like there was a time, and it wasn't too long ago, I can remember I was really suffering, and I was still living my purpose in a point where I was making amazing money. I was traveling the world, but there still was always this part of me that was empty because I always was looking for love outside of me. I was always thinking that I needed a man or a relationship to fulfill my goals. And it didn't have to do anything with like marrying this type of guy or whatever, but it just had to do with like I really wanted this love relationship. I really deeply wanted to understand what it feels like to be really, really in love. Like what does it feel like? And how do you co-create that? And how do you build like that with someone? And I really, really deeply desired this, because the biggest thing that I've seen from my personal experience of when people are passing on this world, the biggest thing that they always share is like they wish they would have loved more, they wish they would have loved deeper, they wish they would have had the courage to like follow their dreams. And I feel like it's a purpose of mine to be the courageous one, to show you that even if you're an alien, or even if you're outside the box thinker, even if you're a little bit different, you've been maybe made fun of, you feel like you can't relate to a lot of people, you've been bullied, you've gone through a traumatic event, that you can create your own reality, and that there are people for you to connect with here on this planet, and that there is communities you can build and be a part of and feel like you're seen, feel like you're heard, feel like you're important, and feel like you are worthy just to be who you are as you are. And so this last day of the live, what I want to share, and before I get into it, if you share this on Instagram or Facebook or any of the things, just tag me, especially on Facebook. Make sure you tag me, because otherwise I don't see it. So you get entered into win the drawing that we'll do later today, and we'll announce it tomorrow or Tuesday for all the people. So maybe we'll give you a few extra days to share it, but just to make sure that you tag me. So you'll get entered into win a signed copy of my first book, signed copy of my third book, my oracle cards, and then the first person gets 2 one-on-one calls with me, and the second and third person get 1 one-on-one call with me. And so with that, the topic that I want to focus on today, as it goes to An Uncompromised Life, my third book, which really is understanding why are you living the life you're living? Who is your soul? How do you start to have a conversation with your soul? And how do you really start to live a life that's uncompromised to your true desires and your true needs and your true expression? And so a big topic that I think a lot of us I have seen a lot of us miss, is something called victim consciousness. And so when something bad happens to us, which, right, something bad has happened to all of us, whether it's been like the passing of a relative, or we were just made fun of in school, or like we're kind of feel like we're living like this normal life, but it's boring and you want something more excitement to it, or you feel like you're showing up to like have this job for 5 or 10 years, you're gonna get saved for a paycheck or save for a 401k, and then you're gonna like start whatever it is you want, or like you're literally like waiting just for time to pass for you to receive money to start your dream. Well, this is called victim consciousness. And victim consciousness is very much when we think the world is happening to us. So, for example, like I think that always bad things happen to me. I feel like always heartbreaks follow me. I feel like my partner cheated on me and it's the worst thing ever. I feel like the healthcare industry, cancer, it fucked. Like, it sucks. It's totally a business. It's not even real. They don't want you to be healthy. They want you to stay sick. Chemotherapy and radiation are absolutely horrible for your body and should actually never be done. I shouldn't say never, but there's other alternatives before doing that to destroy the human body. Vaccines, absolutely horrible. But, let's say we take a vaccine and we're like, oh, I'm sick, or, oh, I got COVID, I'm sick, oh my God, the world is ending. Again, victim consciousness of, oh my God, I got this thing, the world is ending. Oh my God, let's say whoever wins the election, it's the worst thing ever. That's victim consciousness. If you're influenced that much by another person or a thing happening around you, you are a victim of your circumstances. And a lot of times when people act this way, when you're acting in a way of, my partner isn't doing this, my business isn't doing this, and you're constantly looking at like, these people fucked me over, these people did this, and you're constantly saying that, it's victim consciousness. It's very different to be sharing a story. This was a story in my life. This is something that happened to me. I received COVID. I haven't, but I'm just saying this was an example. Or I can say cancer. I've received cancer and now my life sucks. I'm going to be on medication for the rest of my life. Like, I have to go see these doctors, like very much victim consciousness. The way for you to stop, which is in turn breaking your heart. It's in turn making you not feel empowered. It's in turn realizing that you feel like things are happening to you. It's in turn feeling like that you really don't know how to move forward because now this event has happened in your life that's paralyzing you, which isn't true. Everything that happens in your life is always for you. It's always a gift. Every experience, every person, even no matter how toxic the situation is. And I can tell you, like, I remember the moment in my life, it was such a toxic situation. I was like out at this event, music event, and this woman popped up on my Facebook screen and she started speaking to me just like I'm speaking to the screen. And she said, the thing that I want you to know is that I traveled the world and I know that it can be possible for you too. And it was at that moment when I went from like, this world is happening to me. I'm like on this other world. I can't be in earth because no one understands me, to be like, holy shit. Even though I don't know this woman, even though I have no idea what she's doing, like I can change my life. I can really like start to take action and I can become a different person. And it was in this realization of when I was on Facebook, I was at a festival and this woman spoke to me about what life you could have. Like, it was in that moment that I went from, holy shit, your life can go from like, how am I going to make money? How am I going to live a life that I love? To being like, whoa, I could totally 180 my reality and be whoever it is the hell I want, do whatever I want, make whatever amount of money that I want, and create whatever type of life that I want. And it was like in this moment of spiraling, of spinning, like of different ideas vibrating in my head, that I was able to see that you don't have to live a life that's compromised to, in 5 years I'll start work, I'll do this company, in 10 years I'll do this thing, and in 15 years I'll travel international for the first time, or in this amount of time I'll find the partner of my dreams, or I'll have the house, or I'll have the children. Like I literally understood that you didn't have to live in this consciousness that was put onto you. Like, it's not even your thoughts. It's not even your reality. It's just something you've allowed to be put on your mind, and for you to have as a base standard of like, well, I have to have this job to have healthcare. I have to have this job to have money. I have to do these things in order to get this result. And that's just not the case. And so when you act out of this way of, I have to do this, I need to do this, it's victim consciousness. And it's something that a lot of us don't like to be empowered, and a lot of us, we like to pretend like it's easier to blame the world. But the reality is, in the field of consciousness, there's always only you. So even your partner, the one who's not responding to your text message, the one who's not answering the phone calls, the one who's not making the dates that you want him to make or her to make, it's because that is a reflection of the parts of you that you are ignoring in yourself. So another example, when I had cancer and I hated going to the doctors. Why did I hate going to the doctors? Because I felt it was a Band-Aid, but I kept ignoring my feelings. I kept ignoring my feelings and feeling like if I just showed up to the doctor visit, somehow magically I would love it. No, there's a reason our heart doesn't like certain things. There's a reason that we desire not to be in certain environments. And the more that we just suppress that, pretend it's not there, pretend it's an illusion, the more that we just keep compounding this effect of victimness. And it's not until the moment where we truly step into ourself, into our power, and we say, you know what, this is actually how I want to live, this is how I want to be, and I'm not going to pretend that anything around me is happening to me. I'm going to understand how it's a reflection of me, and then how do I move forward with it as a more empowered and whole human. And that's the way of really creating a love story. That's the way of truly starting to live an uncompromised life, is taking this process I'm sharing with you of where are you actually allowing the world, where are you allowing yourself to be a victim and you to break your own heart. There's no such thing as someone else breaking your heart. It's only you. You are the only one that can break your heart. And many times when we break our heart, it's for our greatest evolution. So it's always falling in love continuously with the evolution of heartbreak. It's always falling in love with the knowing and the truth that in brokenness, we come out to a stronger place. We come out to a new evolved being. We understand that we were the ones that betrayed ourselves so deeply. That's why the heartbreak happened. It wasn't because the other person did something. And so with that, what I hope to share with you is definitely when you listen to this and you want to go deeper into this, you're like, Colleen, I totally feel like I've been fucked over all the time and I don't understand why. I totally am done with it. I'm totally ready to move to the next level. You need to pre-order this book. This book will absolutely change your life. This book is what happened to my life, is that I compromised myself to such a point where, because I had cancer at a young age, it was told to me that it would be really challenging for me to be pregnant. Because I compromised my soul, because I was literally pretending like things did not matter, I had an unplanned pregnancy that I chose to let go of. And I'm not a victim. There's no victim consciousness because I made something beautiful out of it. Victim consciousness would be like, I was in a toxic relationship, this happened, fuck this, fuck them, move on. That's victim consciousness. Abundance, impact, purpose-driven, uncompromised life is looking, holy shit, this just happened to my life. As I co-created it, what's the learning lessons from it? What's the way I move through with it? And how do I start to walk with the pain as part of me? And so I definitely recommend, like I said, pre-order my first book, message me Uncompromised, or comment below, share this video to get it out there, because there's a lot of people who don't understand and know that they are living in a victim consciousness mind, and that is absolutely a choice, and you can change that choice at every moment. The next part is that if you are on this and you feel like you're struggling, you're someone who's like, I don't know how I'm gonna pay my bills, that's probably, you're like obsessing about how money is gonna come. You're like, how is the money gonna come? But I wanna do this thing. I'm highly spiritual, I'm highly intuitive, but how is this stuff gonna work? I highly recommend you message me to become a one-on-one client. This was something I literally struggled with for so long, of like, I have these gifts, I have these skills, I have this pain that's happened in my life, I wanna let it go, but where's the space to process through it? Where's the space to move through it? Where's the space to turn this pain into wisdom? And this is something that I love doing. It's something I feel honored. It's my life's deepest work. I've been doing it since I was 14 years old. I wish there are the medium, I am a medium, but people that have passed on, they would tell you this is like, even moments before death, I will always be able to guide you into, I will always be able to facilitate a container where you will be able to be guided into what the wisdom is, the pain you're going through, why the heartbreak is that you co-created, what the lesson is, how do we integrate your soul into a deeper level. And so message me to do one-on-one. I highly recommend though pre-ordering this book, because this book is not just a book, it's a journey, it's a initiation, it's a rite of passage, it's a way that will totally transform your mind, transform your perspective, and offer you a way of living that you never knew was possible. And lastly, with that, I want you to know that when you're watching this, your pain is so close to passing. You are so close to falling in love, and you are absolutely deserving and worthy to live an incredible life. And I want you to know you have that power. When you choose to get around new people, new environments, new beliefs, new brainwaves, and enjoy this, share it, and I'm super excited to announce the winners. Thank you for being part of this 31-day live series. It was my honor to co-create this space with all of you to share about a controversial topic, abortion, that has some light shed on it. And I hope that you all know whatever you're going through, whatever unhealthy relationship, whatever toxicity you've put yourself in, you're so close to it passing, or you wouldn't be here receiving this. So I'm excited for you to receive my book, work one-on-one together, and have a beautiful moment in time.